And welcome back to the Erin Cruz Show. We are in election fever with hot ticket candidates. We have on the line with us Aja Smith. She is running for United States Congress in District 41, right?
Yes, District 41 and here in Southern California.
Southern California, I mean, the land of the Libby Loonies. Your campaign is on wildfire right now. It's just going. It's hot, 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 and you're in a tight race, right? You're scheduled basically to win.
In my whole schedule, 1 week from today, I'll be Congresswoman Aja Smith, and that's what we're all pushing hard.
I love it. I love it. So now you're heading to an event right now, right? I mean, you're busy.
Well, I'm actually here. I'm just in the parking lot. So I was like, okay, before I go in, let me do this real quick too.
Absolutely, absolutely. You had told me something, and I posted it on social media about some breaking news, some news that was not so good, but has spurred you forward in your campaign for office. Can you share with the people who are listening tonight what happened to you in the case of your election?
Well, a small detail, somebody came down and said I violated the Hash Act, whatever, and it was really stupid, actually, but at the same time, I look at it as a blessing in disguise. So I was told by either dropping out of the race or resigning. So I said, well, give me the resignation paperwork. This gives me more time to campaign.
Well,
and that's what I did. And, so far, I mean, God has blessed me and my family. Been going out there door to door, making phone calls, putting up more campaign signs. I'm getting more momentum and people. So I look at it as a positive. I turned it into gold where I said, okay, I was going to just go ahead and just take some time off, but at the same time, it worked out perfectly. I'm getting more recognition, and I said everything happens for a reason, and that's where, I'm a Christian, I'm a believer, where God pretty much said, you got to really do this full time, so you got to work harder so I can get you where you need to be in Washington, D.C. So that's how I really look at it. I took a big leap of faith. I've taken leap of faith before, and to me, I'm not down. I'm not down about it because I know regardless. I take this as a positive, as more motivation to say, hey, I'm working harder. I'm getting up earlier. I'm going to bed later. I'm traveling more to different parts of my district. I'm walking more neighborhoods during the daytime, the evening time. And to me, it really worked out. And I'm in the community talking to future constituents, and they're like, wow, you're a real person. And a lot of people are saying, wow, a candidate came to our door, and having long conversations with people, and they said, you got our vote. Can we have a yard sign? Can we have more pamphlets? Can we have more information? So it works out in a way where if you want to go to a higher level, you're going to have to really sacrifice so many things. And my whole family, we've always sacrificed to make good and to do good for the community and for the country. So I take it as more of a blessing than a loss.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's a loss.
There's no.
When you mentioned this to me, when we had that conversation one-on-one in person, I really thought this is the Lord putting Aja's life in perspective in terms of what is the commitment here. You're running for an elective office, which really requires 100% of your time and 100% of your effort.
Right.
And now you're able to devote the time and attention it takes to really run for office and to meet the needs of the constituency, because they have big needs there in your district. They're not being served by the current politician and the status quo person in office.
No, they're not. And a lot of people have expressed that to me. Even Democrats and independents have come out and said, we voted for you. We're going to support you. Because the current Congressman, Mark Takano, he's going to be Takano, he does, and I'm getting emails and even postings on my social media, my Facebook page, saying, you know, we're glad you're running because he doesn't respond to anybody. And that's one thing, if you're going to be running for any level of government office, you have to hear the needs of your constituents. Regardless if you agree or disagree, you have to hear it. And for a long time, that's all I've been hearing. Even up to tonight, I got a message saying, we're glad you're running. You have 4 or 5 votes in my house or 3 votes. We're telling our neighbors to get out and vote. And that's the key crucial thing. The no party preference and the independence, I'm telling you, you have to go out there and vote. Yes, the Democrats and the Republicans were out there to vote, but people who are on the fence, who are moderates, who don't like either party, I keep telling them, get out there and vote because your vote does count.
It does count. And you know, you're a candidate who, though you might always not agree with everything somebody stands for or wants done, you're going to listen. I've met you. I've talked with you. And I know if I said, hey, Aja, this is a concern, you'd say, wow, Erin, you know, you're not in my district, so I'm not really working for you. But that's an interesting perspective. You listen, you know, and that's what you currently don't have in these offices all throughout the state, all throughout the nation, as a matter of fact, are people who are self-serving and serving an agenda over the population, over their constituents' needs. And, you know, it's people, if you live in the 41st district, if you have family in the 41st district,
friends, anybody,
you know, have them take a look at Aja and her platform. Right. You know, Aja, what is your website address for the folks out there?
It's www.aja4congress.com, and it also has the Twitter and the Facebook icons too, and you can follow me on both.
Oh, wonderful, wonderful. But folks, get on that website, take a look at her information, and share it with your friends. Email it to your email people. Go on to Facebook. Message your friends who live in her district and can vote for her. Message them her website. And if you can contribute to her campaign, like she said, she's walking districts herself and handing out lawn signs and handing out pamphlets and talking to people.
And we're boosting things on Facebook, and that costs money. So every dollar counts. Every dollar is going right towards the campaign. Every single dollar. So I have a small team. I call them Gideon's Army. That's okay. And, you know, it's a David and Goliath. It really is. I'm in a David and Goliath issue here. And I tell them we can win this. We can flip this seat back to red. We can flip it. We can get Mark Takano out because even if you say, well, she's a Republican and I don't like her, but I always point out the facts with Mark Takano. You see me doing, Erin. You see me saying this guy votes nay on everything. Veterans bills. He voted to protect child predators. I mean, you have to start thinking this guy is no good. He's voting for what agenda? I don't even think the Democrat agenda. I don't know. But nobody.
It's a progressive agenda. It's a progressive agenda.
Yes.
It's not a balanced, you know, I think most people want, you know, a safe community to live in, to raise their families, to have a good life, you know, a strong economy, and this sort of thing.
Right.
And what they're legislating currently isn't serving any of those things. It's serving.
It's not. And he's just stuck in his own little bubble. And at the same time, I tell people you have to look at everybody's voting record and go, it's a long, tedious task, but you have to say, well, why did they vote against this? Why did they vote against that? And you have to really start looking at it that way and start saying, well, this person, Aja Smith, is speaking the truth. Everything I hit him on is fact. There's no fiction to it.
Right. Absolutely. Now, you know, you are in a district which has a military base, right?
Oh, yes, Marshall Reserve Base, and Mark Takano sits on the Veterans Affairs Committee. He hasn't done anything for veterans.
And he voted against some veterans issues. So,
he's voted against national defense bills. The VA in Loma Linda is still ranked one of the lowest in the nations, and everybody's coming to see it to light. What I'm saying is the truth.
Well, the Bible says, you know,
and you're going to.
But you know, the truth will keep you free in terms of what we need to have done here in California and everything else. I think that shedding that light in the darkness, where people don't want to shine that flashlight, we need to shine that flashlight, shine it bright, and really expose what's going on, because the people deserve to have their hard-earned money. If the government is going to tax us, that money needs to be, you know, these people need to be held accountable. That money needs to be spent well.
Yes.
And they deserve to have somebody who's going to do their job and represent them. And I would encourage folks right now who are listening to Aja, she's got to go. She's got to go into this event and what have you. Take a look at her website. Send her an email, or if you have questions, reach out to her if you have questions. But really, if you can give up a latte, set aside $5 and give it to her, she's going to be able to have a lot of door hangers real quick if just 100 people do that. You think it doesn't matter? It makes all the difference in a world with a grassroots candidate.
Yes, it does.
That.
Especially with grassroots, you know, people say, well, you know, I'm expected to lose, but I'm not going to. I was only 13,000 votes behind during primary, and we can win this. We can really, we can push this really hard 1 week from today. Get out there and vote. Even if you don't live in my district, get out there and vote in your district, because we need to. This is going to be one of the biggest midterm elections in history, and everybody. It is, and it's
one of the most important elections of our lifetime. Certainly, we're on the younger side of many people who are voting age, but one of the most important elections of our lifetime, and we can make a big impact. So. And one last thing that you have to share with the people before you go inside of your meeting, Aja, if you could.
Okay.
Share with them. What do you have to say to them? What's your message for them?
My message is this. Right now, our country, we are in the brink. We have a lot to lose. If we lose the House, we lose our country. We have to maintain the republic. And a lot of people don't understand that. When it comes to the republic, that means our individual rights and freedoms can be overturned if the Democrats, the far left progressives, the opposition, because not every Democrat agrees, and I've met those people. The far left, Nancy Pelosi's, the Chuck Schumers, the Kamala Harris's, the Cory Bookers, they want to take our rights away quickly and as much as possible. Right now, we have a president who gave us the lowest unemployment rate in history for African Americans. We're on track when it comes to trade. We are getting the ball rolling when it comes to the tax cuts, and that helps. It really helps small businesses. So if you want to maintain, and if you want to push forward, we have to get out there and vote, because we have a lot to lose in this next week, November 6th. Get out and vote.
I love it. I love it. And vote yes on 6 on the gas tax.
Yes on 6 on gas tax.
Yes, it cost me $55.
It cost me $55 just to fill up my tank, and I said, "This is ridiculous." And then people say, "Well, what kind of car?" But I used to pay like $30. I used to pay $25. This is summer prices. Yes, in the summertime in California, our prices are higher. But I've seen people post from Arizona and Texas, their gas is $2-something a gallon. And I said, this is where we need to be. But yes on 6, because you have to go to the website, look up yes on 6, all the pros and cons. It will explain why we are fighting here in California, because the gas prices are too high and it's hurting the lower and middle class income workers.
It is. It's hurting those people who commute because they can't, one, afford to live in the cities. 2, they want to live in a safer community, maybe that's not as close to the urban areas, and they move farther away because it's less expensive as well. And then now the government has decided that no, we want that money from your gas, and now they have more money out of their homes, off of their tables, and in the government's pocket, and we know they're just wasting. So yes, vote yes on 6. And yes to repeal the gas tax there, and that would be awesome. But the one thing I want to say last before I let Aja go, Aja, we're going to be praying for you. We're going to be praying.
Prayer is very, very powerful. I'm meeting with churches. I was given a 4-star rating by Craig Huey. Go on his website. He has a great breakdown on everybody. So pretty much we have to pray, but we have to get out there and fight and boots on the ground, because that's how we're going to take California back.
Well, we're going to pray for your safety, and that when you go to these doors, that when you speak to these people, that their
Yes.
eyes open and their ears open, and they welcome the message of liberty and freedom and
Yes.
prosperity for all in the state of California and across the nation. God bless you. You be safe, Asha.
God bless you. God bless everyone, and God bless America.
Bye.